Parasramapanoda pravanam Mahatmanam. For the high-souled people, I am Swabhavaha. This is their natural way of life. Why are we living? Not for eating, not for sleeping. We are living, if at all, for relieving the agony of others, to fulfill the curiosity or inquiry of the others, to make them feel happy in spite of every cause for unhappiness around. Sudham Shuresha Swayameva Karkasha Prabhabhitaptam Avadikshidim Kila. Can there be such a habit in human beings? Yes. Understand that we are a product of earth. What? We are a product of earth. We are all denizens, children of the earth. And the earth is surrounded by so many planets, particularly the sun and the moon. Look at the moon. Look at the sun. Unfailingly, he rises in the morning. Unfailingly, he sets in the evening. Next day, you may get up late, but sun does not get up late. He comes regularly. And so many millennia have passed. Even then there is no change in him. And this earth is a broken piece from the sun. So the earth's denizens that we must have the solar heredity. What? Boliana. We must have the heredity from the earth. But more important than that is the solar heredity. That is why we are called Surya Vamsha. What? Yes, I am a Surya Vamshi. I am a Chandra Vamshi. You unfortunately call yourself as, I am a House Vamshi. That is the brevity of your mind, short-sightedness that you have. Everyone has got an earthly heredity, a solar heredity, a lunar heredity. We are surrounded by so many planets. And our earth is a planet. You may say your father, X. Father's father, another X. Tell me if you have the power of imagination, the first parents of the earth, where from were they born? यहाँ कोई आदमी है मुझे एक जवाब देने के लिए. The first parents, where from were they born? Were they born from other parents? Huh? Then where from? They were born of the earth, they were born of air, they were born of water, they were born of the sky, they were born of fire. We have heat in the body, fire. We have air in the body, air. We have water in the body, yes. And we have a mass that like the earth. That is why we are called Panchabhautik. We are all the Panchabhutas, plus something more. And that is that soul. The something more is missed and Panchabhutas are smelt. That is our problem. A partiality that we suffer from. A confusion that we have inherited and we are perpetuating. Sudham Shureva, Sudham Shuresha. Look at the moon. What does he do? Swayameva, of his own volition, of its own volition. Swayameva. Karkasha prabhabhitaptam avadikshidim kila. By shedding its cool rays, the surface of the earth which is scorched by the sun during the day, he begins to cool it. And nobody asks him to do so. Similarly, the whole of humanity is suffering from inner heat, psycho-intellectual heat, the torments, the afflictions, the sufferings, the agitations, the tensions, the anxieties, the curiosities. So many insufficiencies they suffer from. And suffering under a great load of all these things, these people by their words, looks and interactions give them a little cooling comfort. Have you any thought? My dear souls, grow from the constricted mind of yours. Do not be always within the four walls of your house. Get out. Look into the sky. Look the tall trees. Enjoy the breeze of the wind. Go to the seashore. Look at the expanse there. Look at the sky. Look at so many stars. All of them will be reflected in your mind. And when they reflect, the mind also will radiate the reflected magnitude of these. Am I clear or not? Huh? What is this? I have got 2 children. Myself and my Mrs. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And remain 4. And go to the grave. क्या बात है? देख लीजिए ना थोड़ा. So many 4s and 4,000s are there. Why don't you come out of the house? Spend some time blending with nature. Just like your children form their impressions in you, the sky also will form its impression. Your child will give you an impression of 5 feet height, 1.5 feet wide. Whereas the sky will give you an infinite dimension in your mind. Why don't you lie on the ground? Look at the sky. After some time you will find you have become lighter, expansive. You have become very lofty, magnificent. Because the sky is magnificent. Your mind is reflecting it. You know the sky is expansive only from your mind. Am I clear or not? स्काई का अनुभव कहाँ हो रहा है? हमारे मन में. तब देखते समय मन तो स्काई आकाश ही स्वयं हो रहा है. अपने मन को आकाश बनाइए, घर बनाइए मत. घर बनाइए मत. अपने मन को 2 बच्चे नहीं मत बनाइए. My mind, 2 children. See, what nonsense is this? Can we not think bigger and greater? Sudhamshuresha swayameva swayam arka karkasha prabhavitaptam avadikshitim kila. Does not the moon every day, by shedding the cool and comforting rays, beautiful rays, relieve and cool the hot surface of the earth? In the same manner, these Mahatmas, it is their own incorrigible nature, their own irresistible persuasion, by virtue of which they ramble about, they roam about in this world, moving from place to place. All people will not be able to go to them, so they start moving differently in different directions, so that many can come to them and get a little comforting and cooling grace. What do you think of our culture, my dear souls? Do you have a brain to understand, appreciate and imbibe it? You are all born in the household, but please never die in the house. What? Nor in the nursing home. Never die there. We are born there, all right. We should not die there. That is why we have got 4 ashramas. What? 4 ashramas. The first is Brahmacharya. All of you have. The second is Grihastha ashrama. Most of you, supermost of you have. And the third is Vanaprastha. None goes there. And the 4th is Sannyasa. Nobody wants it. See, our life is going to be complete only with 4 ashramas. Brahmacharya, Garhastya. When the children become grown up, you have no business to stay in the house. You have already ruled it, enjoyed it. Your innings are over. Come out. Tell the children, rule the family in your manner. I have already given you whatever I could in the form of education. A little wealth if I have bequeathed it to you. Let me go and look after my mind and intelligence. During the first Brahmacharya phase, you have a lot of academic studies to absorb. Then as a householder, you have to turn this and that to look after the family. Overtime working, double working, etc. Now, when you become a Vanaprastha, then alone you get an opportunity to look into your inner personality, find its defects, insufficiencies, set them right. Make it noble, great, lofty, magnificent, super, benign, benevolent. As a sannyasin, you declare fearlessness for everybody. I am a non-harming person. I will never harm anybody either by thought or word or act. Yoga Vasishtha puts it in a beautiful manner. You know, I consider these to be great gems of our country. Matari vaparam yanti vishamani mridunija Vishwasamiha bhutani sarvani shamashalini. Matariva param yanti vishamani mriduni ja. Vishwasamiha bhutani sarvani shamashalini. See, if a human becomes good, great, noble, innocent and harmless, what is causing harmfulness in us? Our desire, our possessiveness, our ego. If you are able to sublimate and transcend your possessiveness, your desire and your ego, you have become innocence embodied. Don't think it is greatly distant. Be innocent like a child. Have no desire at all. To have a desire is a crime. It is redundant. Desire will not give you anything. Be non-desiring. Then the super best will flow to you irresistibly from all directions. Our Rigveda says, no bhadraha kratavo yantu vishwataha. From multiple directions of the universe, may noble thoughts enter my inside. आपने सुना क्या? देख लीजिए ना. Keep the windows of your mind open so that noble thoughts will come to you. No bhadraha kratavo yantu vishwataha. This is our prayer, if at all. Be innocent. Be innocent. Be benign. Be non-harming. Be beautiful. Be good. Be sweet. Be nectarine. What prevents you from becoming all this? No education is required. No university is to be sought. No money is to be spent. You should only have the blessing of your own mind and thought, nothing else. Your own mind and thought. So, Vasishtha describes a man, Shamashalini. If there is no desire in a mind and he becomes Shamanvida, he has a desire-free mind. You know, all the cruel and gentle animals of the world, they approach him as if he were their mother. क्या सुना है? हाँ? नहीं समझा? You did not understand what I said? Madariva. You know, a cruel animal also has its mother. The mother is cruel. The child also is cruel. But the cruel child goes to the cruel mother without any fear because that motherliness is there. Not clear? And the gentle animals, they also have their mother. Both of them together go to him. Go to whom? To that person who has no desire in his heart. Madariva param yanti vishamani mriduni ja. Vishamani mriduni ja. The cruel as well as the gentle ones go to him as if he were their mother. Sarvani shamashalini. So when the mind becomes innocent, you become a refuge for all kinds of people in this world. That is why I said, in the channel man who asked me in an inspiration, I said, I am prepared to lead the Naxalites and the terrorists, provided they drop their gun. You know, they have got great force. I will also be very forceful. And let us accomplish our objective, but not with violence and crime, but with gentleness and majesty. We are a democratic country, and we have every right to demand what is right. In fact, our government is looking for public expressions of demand and protest so that they can honor it. One Prime Minister sitting in the edifice of New Delhi will not obviously be knowing everything in the country. I am prepared to lead any such community walking in front. I will be very forceful also. In a democratic country, where is it written violence can be a norm for a public expression of a demand or a protest? We can protest anything that we want. We can demand anything that we want. But the process should be one of constitutionalism. It must be constitutional, it must be peaceful, It must be non-criminal. Anybody can say anything in this country. We have got the freedom of speech. But no country can allow violence to be a means for demand or protest. Am I clear or not? Boliye na. So if the Naxalites have or the Maoists have a cause behind them, and that is genuine, I think I should be the first person to support it, intensify it, reinforce it. I think some injustice has been done. We have done it, and we should recognize it and mend it as instantly as possible. Always there is a cause when there is a suffering, when there is an agitation. We don't recognize it in time. We allow it to brew and brew. Ultimately to blaze. Then only we come to know. You know, there are some people who tell me, the first person who told me was in Jamshedpur, Swamiji, unless we destroy public property, the demand is not immediately heeded. A peaceful demonstration is never honored in the India. What? Unless the demonstration becomes violent, they will not listen to it. That is the problem. So there is something wrong in our administration also. Our administrative culture has to be different. It has to be improved. In the second Administrative Reforms Commission, they have submitted their report. And one recommendation is that there should be a code of conduct for the members of parliament. 2006 the recommendation was given. Kuch nahi kiya. Now I want to question it. Why did they appoint a commission? And what is their recommendation to be met with? Is it to be kept in the shelf? Money was spent from the taxpayers. It was a parliamentary decision, a governmental decision to appoint a commission. So when a commission is appointed, they feel that the task has to be done and we have no time and machinery for it. So they appoint selected people for going into the subject and presenting their recommendations. As soon as they present, loyalty, administrative fidelity demands that the recommendation should be implemented. But our government doesn't implement. So I want to question the philosophy of appointment of commission. I had a discussion in a platform with some of the Supreme Court judges. He said, it's very good. We also want to have a code of conduct for judiciary. Please bring it before us. So I have told our lawyer, my disciple lawyer, Supreme Court lawyer, please prepare it, please prepare it. I have also written to him. See, many things can be done, provided a few people are able to think. And through the courts, 50% of our problems can be resolved. Through the parliament, it may not be. Sometimes our parliament also says, it is better that we get a judgment from the Supreme Court so that we are free. Nobody will blame us. You get it through the horse's mouth. Then it's okay. They themselves say, Sudham Shuresha Swayam Arka Karkasha Prabhabhitaptam Avadikshitim Kila. I will recite it now for you. Ayam Swabhavaha
Ayam Swabhavaha
Swatayeva Yatpara
Swatayeva Yatpara
Shamapanoda Pravanam Mahatmanam
Samapanoda Pravanam Yahatmanam
Ayam Swabhavaha
Ayam Swabhavaha
Swatayeva
Swatayeva
Yatpara Samapanoda Pravanam Mahatmanam Sudham Shuresha
Sudham Suresha
Swayamarka Karkasha
Swayamarka Karkasha
Swayamarka Karkasha
Swayamarka Karkasha
Prabhabhitaptamavati Kshitim Kila.
Sitim Kila.
The meaning is, does not the moon with his cool radiance every day protect the earth which is scorched by the hottest rays of the sun throughout the day? This is the example given. Any man who reads it, even a sage or a saint or a philosopher or a knower of truth, what will he become? He will find the standards for his own behavior, his character. Nobody need tell him. Now these are the ones which have shaped our character, our inner nature, our behavior. Our culture is not an offhand culture. It is a culture burnt and purified in the crucible of scriptural thoughts and declarations. Nothing can survive as a scripture unless there is an eternal essence and relevance in it. Many people can write many books. All of them will finally be forgotten. There is a lot of enlightenment here. There is a lot of reasoning here. There is a lot of experientiality here. We don't speak whatever we want. We speak whatever we should. We should. And whatever you need. I always tell people, I have a problem of talking what I want and blending it with what you need. Whatever I want, you may not hear. And whatever you need, I cannot speak. But I want to make you feel the need for what I say. So it's not an easy task. It's a very troublesome task. Somehow I have excelled in it for the past so many years. Except the age factor, I am still all right, I believe. I sometimes say, I have not got into the platform to tell you what you like. I have got up here to tell you what you want. You should want. I think these are things which every one of you, your children and grandchildren would want. Tell me whether yes or no. Yes. So let there be more and more good children of this kind of a character, behavior, interaction and spiritual noble dimensions in your family. Children are not going to be born in our ashrams, my dear souls. Ma tells me now and then, Swamiji, why don't you feel that you should have some very good disciples? I say, I have no problem. Who will look after the ashram? Who will be there? The society will have to give us. If the society does not give us, they themselves are going to starve. मुझे कोई नुकसान नहीं है, कभी भी. I will lose when God loses. I will want when He wants. I cannot have a greater concern than what God can have. So the society will have to give us. If the society doesn't give us, I am helpless. But she says that you should will and wish that there should be. I say that is there already. I already have some very good disciples. How many have? Ma? You have a count?
Not disciples. I talk about brahmacharis.
Brahmacharis. So I don't have any brahmacharis now, is it?
Very few.
How many?
4, 5.
4 or 5. I wanted to have maximum 6, maximum, super maximum 12 people. I did not distinguish them as brahmacharis and non-brahmacharis. I think I already have about 8 or 10. अच्छा तो हो गया, इससे अधिक क्या है? I always tell Ma, we already are sufficient in number that we can administer the whole country. When we prepare a literature, a letter or otherwise in our ashram, and some of us go through it and finalize it, I think it can be sent to the United Nations or World Bank. उससे अधिक कुछ नहीं होगा, वो ठीक ही होगा. Our Swamiji the other day was saying, he seldom speaks like that. He is a very intelligent, very critical and very evaluative type of person with a lot of austere background also, nature. He was saying, he says there is no ashram in India where such beautiful literature which can be presented to the people as we have in the ashram. Such wonderful things, message we have. The question is how to reach it to the people. So we employed one person called Outreach Executive. He worked for a few months, did some job, but he has gone away for his own household work. I don't know whether you have seen our website. The other day, Dr. Natarajan told me, Swamiji, the ashram's website is so good. You can read it for 6 months, he said. So much of material is there. I would like you to have good and noble children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. All of them should be having first love for the family, faith in God, and a great concern for the society around. Through them alone, our society can be improved. I would like you, I mentally embrace all of you and bless you. Harihi Om Tassat.